Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch this short video which has been produced by Ribble Marine on what is new in the Solas requirements for enclosed space entry. My name is Gavin Stronach and I'm MD of the Ribble Group. As we're all aware, we all hear of unfortunate incidents concerning deaths in confined spaces on board vessels. Generally, this is due to the atmospheres of oxygen deficiency, but also issues around hazardous toxic gases like carbon monoxide and hydrogen sulfide. IMO have recognised the shortcomings in the existing Solas regs, and amendments are coming into force on January 1, 2015. This video goes some way to make a practical explanation as to what this means to you, the ship owner, the ship management company or crew. IMO at the recent 93rd session of the Maritime Safety Committee approved guidelines to aid the selection of portable atmosphere testing instruments for enclosed spaces, known to you and I and the rest of the world as gas monitors or gas detectors. Okay, so let's get right into the details, and I read paraphrase from the guidelines. Under General Section 3 it says, "These guidelines refer to the instrument that is used to test the atmosphere in an enclosed space before entry and at the appropriate intervals thereafter until all work is completed. They do not refer to personal gas detectors that is intended to be carried by the individual whilst inside the enclosed space. This is very clear and is a real change from past procedures where a person would use the instrument, tested it and in the enclosed confined space prior to entry, and would use the same instrument while actually doing the work after the initial test. Within the Solas regulation, it clearly states these portable testing instruments are not part of general PPE and rather is to be a part of the ship's standard mandatory equipment. In other words, it needs to be separate instruments." Okay, let's have a look now at the actual instruments we're talking about. These are the standard 4-gas instruments that we all know. Things like the GMI PS200, which will measure standard 4 gases, the BW Gas Alert Clip, standard 4 gases, or the Riken GX2009. These are what I'm talking about in the guidelines in terms of personal instruments. What we are talking about now is a larger pumped instrument which has a stronger pump for drawing in and measuring the sample continually. As you can see, this is a larger instrument. Okay, let's get down to it now and look at the gases and vapours to be measured. The instrument should be capable of measuring and displaying concentrations of oxygen, also the flammable gas or vapour in percentage FLL, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide. IMO recognises that additional atmosphere hazards may be present that may not be detected by the instrument recommended by the guidelines, and in such cases, if known, additional appropriate instruments should be carried. Let me give you a good example, such a gas, i.e. phosphine. This toxic gas is used to fumigate cargo holds and containers carrying organic matter such as foodstuffs. The recommended instruments, known as a standard 4 gas, would not be suitable, and normally we would use something like a Draeger type detection tube. Moving on, the modern alternative is advanced gas detectors, such as the one that I showed earlier, the multi-ray, which allows standard 4 gas plus a wide range of sensor options, like VOCs or exotic toxic sensors for ammonia, phosphine, sulfur dioxide. The list is wide. Number 2, the instrument should be capable of remote sampling. On the most basic level, this means the instrument has an internal sampling pump, and there are other options which we will outline in greater detail in our downloadable free white paper. This is available at the end of this video. There are a number of other smaller requirements that are also explained in the white paper, like instrument self-test and alarm functions. A final point, it is critical for the operator to have full and complete confidence that the instrument is working to the manufacturer's instructions regarding calibration. Additionally, good practice is to use a known traceable gas mixture to a regular bump test your instruments. This confirms that the sensors are responding and the alarms are operational. We hope this information video has been of use. We would love to help you further. We would ask you to please enter your name and email address in the box at the side, and we will gladly send you our free white paper entitled New Solas Requirements for Enclosed Spaces 2015. And once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this information video. Thank you.